Alien Romulus, hands down, is one of the best horror movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I probably said that like 10 times on the channel already, but I really mean it with this movie, guys. Like, I'm not glazing it, I'm being so for real. Like, Alien Romulus was fucking incredible. First of all, we have to fucking thank Feed Alvarez, dude, for creating a fucking masterpiece. This is a movie that I went into like completely fucking blind. I had seen the first Alien, I have a video on the first Alien. Just quick thoughts on the first Alien. I thought it was super well done. For the time, it came out in the late 70s. It was super revolutionary. All the fucking special effects, the chest burster scene. Ripley in that movie is fucking awesome. I can go on and on about it, guys. Basically, the first Alien was great, and I liked it. I saw it about 2 years ago, so it's still fresh in my mind, sort of. But like, I remember that movie creeping me out a lot. Just a lot of the imagery and just the way that the xenomorph was portrayed in that movie. You didn't really see him a lot, and it definitely made him more scary, in my opinion. But Alien Romulus, guys, this takes place after Alien, and all I have to say is that I was blown away, guys. I mean, everything from the suspense of this movie to the direction, the writing, the set pieces, it was absolute cinema. We're talking about a movie that came out in 2024, and all I have to say is this, guys, Kaylee fucking Spaney, man, wow, like, she is really like her, bro, like, such one of the best performances I've ever seen in a horror movie. Just, she was so fucking compelling. Her character was so just awesome, dude. Like, she was badass, she had great fucking moments. And I feel like the connection between her and David Johnson's character Andy, I thought that was so fucking just well done. I mean, you really felt like the weight of the fucking movie, all the just like how far they're willing to go for each other, even though we'll get into the story later on, I don't get too ahead of myself, but basically kind of starts off as like Rain and like her whole like group are kind of like just in this like shitty planet. They're kind of trying to figure out like a way to kind of make some more like money, I guess. I don't know. They're trying to basically try to get out there. Like they don't want to be stuck there, I guess. So they go onto this fucking like abandoned ship, dude. And all I have to say is that like from the moment they leave the first planet where the movie first starts off, like I already felt the tension, dude. Like something just feels like it's gonna go wrong. Like I said, I didn't watch a trailer for this. I didn't watch anything. I went into it blind, like I do for the most part. I tried to, but there were so many kills in this movie that are violent, dude. Like there were so many kills where I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like it was kind of like dark, dude. Like honestly, like there was a lot of moments in this movie where I was like, what the fuck, right? Because it's like the first Alien, like it was so creepy because like just like a lot of the imagery and just the whole xenomorph and the lore behind him, it's just super fucking disturbing the way that it violates you and all that. And definitely there's moments in this movie where you feel violated, when that girl gets that like alien shit in her face and like that fucking tentacle, or I don't know if I can't pronounce it, that fucking tail basically like goes down like her fucking throat, dude, and it, like it's literally just like suffocating her. Like that was just so dark to see. Like they really like capture like how invading like these alien creatures are, dude. It was super disturbing. Like there's a lot of moments in this movie where it was like fucking annoying. And he had that annoying ass guy that got like fucking killed because like the acid like started dropping on his body and shit. Like that was also another great kill. But I want to talk about David Johnson, David Johnson. His character is Andy, dude. Wow. Like I feel like honestly I was glazing Kaylee Spain earlier, but like no bullshit, I think he had the best performance in this entire movie. Him being like an AI robot kind of, but he kind of has like they kind of like there's a part in the movie where the lady like really like switches settings and he starts like tweaking out and shit. He starts becoming like more aggressive. He's kind of just really like he's kind of just really blunt and just like straight up. He's really just focused on like the mission. He doesn't really have like feelings anymore. And whenever he's in that mode, dude, in this movie, like it definitely gets creepy. You feel the tension because you feel like, wait a minute, is this guy gonna fucking turn on him and shit? You just kind of see how like the whole vibe switches up from like him being caring, especially how he cares about Rain a lot, to he kind of just becomes like cold-hearted, dude. It's like super like disturbing, dude. In that scene, bro, where they have to walk in through that fucking room without making a noise, and all those little creatures are there. First of all, let me pull up the name of that because I don't know. I love Alien, but like I don't even know the name of that shit. But give me 1 second. Okay, it's called a face hugger, guys. It's a face hugger. My bad, dude. But Dude, when these face huggers, dude, are literally like just in this fucking room, dude, like it's fucking creepy, guys, you know. I was on edge watching this shit. Like, there's something about those face huggers, dude. The way that it, like I was saying earlier, how like it just literally invades your privacy, dude. Like, it's literally just trying to impregnate you, and it's fucking disturbing as fuck. Like, so just them having to go through a whole room, through all those fucking little creatures all over the place, you have to stay silent. That was one of the best set pieces. Another set piece is when those face huggers end up loose, like they're in that room where all the red lighting is and shit, and end up like accidentally like releasing them. That was another scene there. You felt the tension, dude. Like, there's a lot of moments in this movie where you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, it is so creepy and it is so well done at the same time, you know. And you know, we definitely have you have Ash, right? And Ash was like a character that was like an original movie. He's kind of like, I think his name is like Rook or something in this movie. It was definitely true, man. I thought at first that it was just like him from the first movie. The way that he's laid out, it's very similar to like how his body was left in the first Alien. So I was kind of confused on that. A lot of people were like shitting on this scene. They're saying, oh, it's like nostalgia fest and this and that. I was like, dude, first of all, trust me, I know what it's like to see like people just movies where they just fucking try to overdo nostalgia, right? Like, there's so many movies like that. There's one that came out recently that just like all about nostalgia, right? But I feel like for the most part, it did not bother me at all. It did not take me out of it. It was like, oh, they're just relying on nostalgia to get people to watch it. It's like, dude, like, it didn't even feel like that. Honestly, it felt like this movie's so great that like it did not feel like that at all, you know. And one thing else I want to say, Kay Harrison, her character in this movie, I thought her character, man, was so fucking compelling, dude. Like, the way that her just being pregnant and shit just made it like so much more creepy, dude. And before I get into anything else, you know, spoiler warning from here on out, if you have not seen Alien Romulus, I really highly recommend it. You know, I honestly, I don't feel like you have to see the first Alien to get it, but definitely gives a little bit more context to like some of the parts of the movie. But overall, like, Alien Romulus, I think it still stands on its own as like a great like horror thriller, like sci-fi fucking amazing movie, right? But I feel like, honestly, like, once you get to the third act, it gets so intense, man. A lot of the set pieces in this film were fucking incredible. Like, I don't even know how the set design, who made this shit, you know, but give him a shout out, dude. We gotta give him a shout out. I'm putting his name on screen. They just did like such a well done job, man. Like, we're talking about like from the moment like we get to that third act, right, where they're basically trying to escape the fucking ship, like till like the very end of the movie, like the last like 45 or 30 minutes of this movie, it was breathtaking to me, honestly. Like, I was just like blown away the entire time. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm not picking up my phone. I have the soundbar on my TV, dude. It's fully loud, dude. Like, I feel so immersed into the fucking movie, right? And just, you know, that whole sequence when they're trying to escape and like from the fucking xenomorph, dude, you have like a xenomorph chasing them across the whole fucking spaceship, dude. Like, it was so well done, man. I have to say, you know, the xenomorph in this movie, he is terrifying as fuck, dude. Like, he looks fucking creepy. He looks creepy in all of them, but like, he really looked creepy in this one, dude. And you just feel like the sense of like dread, dude. Once you see some of the friends dying and like going off one by one, you just kind of feel like fuck, dude. I really thought like, dude, like, what if she doesn't fucking survive, dude? Like, it's literally to like, you do not feel relief until the movie ends, dude. Like, that's how intense I was the entire time. This movie does not give you a break like on the third act whatsoever. It does not let you breathe, man, at all. But I feel like overall, you know, we talk about like, I haven't seen a lot of the Alien franchise yet. I've only seen Alien in this one, but I want to see Prometheus because I want to see how this all connects, you know. But just solely judging this one by itself, guys, Alien Romulus is one of those movies that I'll never forget watching. Like, it was a movie that I'm so happy I just watched. And before I give my rating on it, I gotta talk about the ending scene, man. When we talk about like shocking moments, you know, like I said, didn't watch a trailer, didn't read anything about it, have no idea what's gonna happen. When you see that like alien, like human hybrid come out of fucking Kay's character, dude, like, it is so fucking intense, dude. Like, it was one of the most intense moments I've ever seen in my entire life in a movie, dude. Like, it had me so freaked out, dude, because it was so unexpected. Like, you thought like once like they all escaped and shit, like, I felt like, so I was like, oh, thank God they're gonna get out of it. But no, dude, like, I'm like I said, this movie does not let you catch a break. When he comes out, dude, he starts staring at her and he starts to like act like it's like like that's like the mom and shit, dude. It's like, bro, it is so trippy. I'm sorry if it don't make any sense, dude. Like I'm getting excited talking about this movie right now. Like I don't even, I'm like at a loss for words, dude. Like when I was watching this shit, guys, like keep in mind, like I was just like completely like blindsided by all of this, you know. Like I said, I think that's what makes now watching trailers so much more better. You really don't know what's gonna be about, and I just feel like I just love that so much. It made it so much better. Like it made this movie like 100 times better, you know. But just once you see Rain like try to fight off the human hybrid alien, he ends up like flying out of the ship and stuff, and then you have like she ends up putting like Andy and Kat thing into like Cairo sleep or something. I think she puts herself to sleep also. If I'm not mistaken, but the way that the movie ends like that, dude, like I was just like, wow, like I said, you know, a lot of the set pieces in this movie were great, and you know, because of that, because of the amazing acting, because of all of this, guys, Alien Romulus is a 90%. You know, that's high for a horror movie. I don't give out a lot of 90s, but I feel like this one just, it really just surprised me. You know, I did not go in expecting like anything super crazy, but I was super surprised. Like I said, you know, Feed Alvarez, man, like he just did such a great job, man. We're talking about a guy that really understands like how to direct, and I really hope that he does more of this stuff. I really think he's excellent. And Kaylee Spain, you know, David Josen and Archie Rennex, Elizabeth Merced, Spike Fern, Aileen Wu, you know, there's so many like just the whole crew, guys, everybody that's involved in this movie, they did such a great job, and I honestly feel like proud. I really feel like, damn, like for like a technical sequel to Alien in the timeline, I guess, I feel like it was so well done, dude. And just if you're somebody that likes thrillers, likes horror, you want to be on the edge of your seat, like just watch this fucking movie, man. You would not be disappointed. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.